Hello everyone, my name is Rahul Maurya and today's session is on the RDP profile, that is remote desktop phones profile. So what happens? So there are some requirements like from the users, right? Like whenever they are not at desk, they want that same call should ring on their cell phone or any home landline number, right? So for example, if I'm calling to user desk phone, right, and they are away or they are about to leave from the office and they want that same call to pick up from their cell phone, right? So we need to configure the RDP profile for them. And once we create the RDP profile, what happens? Whenever anyone is calling to their desk phone, the desk phone as well as their cell phone will ring simultaneously. So they can answer the phone from the desk phone or from the cell phone, right? For example, let's say have a situation like um, one user he 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 needs to go to somewhere, right? uh, at the same time his desk phone is ringing, and if someone is calling to his desk phone, he he wants that same call he can pick up from the cell phone, and whenever he is back, let's say within a minute or two, he can take the same call from the desk phone without any delay or any issue, right? So so we can create the RDP profile for them. So that will suffice their requirement that whenever he is away, he can pick up the call from their cell phone, and whenever he is back, he can just pick up the same call from their desk phone, right? So before this, uh, I hope you have reviewed my previous sessions that was on the phone registrations, how we can configure the phone in the call manager. I have shown you, let me show you that. Uh, Let me give you the brief of that actually. So how we can configure the phone, right? So you have to select the phone model, right? And then let's say you are configuring Jabber line, or you can select any desk phone. Then you have to mention all the parameters over here to configure the phones, right? And at the end, you have to register, associate your user ID with the desk phone or this specific phone model, right? And then you have to assign the partition and CSS and the line number, voicemail profile, call forwarding features, right? And then the phone extension external mask and the display name, right? So this is the way you have to configure your end user, right? And then you have to assign your remote destination profile over here, correct? This is your end user page. So along with that, you have to enable the CTI and the CCM end user with that particular user, right? So now we have on the sessions mainly we will cover the remote destination profile creation. So for that you have to go to the device setting and remote destination profile, right? Earlier we have gone to the device phone and added the new phone. Now we have to go to the device settings and the device profile, right? Then you have to this window will pop up like this. You have to add new, click on the new. Now you have to mention the name, like I have mentioned RDP underscore lab. Then descriptions, you have to mention the name, uh, any name, your name, right? So user ID, whatever user ID you have created, like lab, you have to mention over here. Uh, so here you can see what is that user ID. So it's a lab, right? So you have to create, uh, or you have to click on the find and associate that lab as a user ID over here. Then the device pool, right? And the CSS, and there is a rerouting CSS, right? So this is the rerouting CSS which is required whenever the system is making the call to your cell phone, right? So you have to mention that CSS over here. Once you mention all this information, you have to click on the save. Once you click on the save, this page will change like this, and you have it will come it like this line 1. Here you have to mention the same line or which you have assigned to your desk phone or Jabber phone, right? And before that, uh, you have to associate your remote destination number. You have to click add a new remote destination, where you have to mention the name, like let's say Rahul, and the destination number, the phone number, right? And if your organization is called, whenever they are using outside call, they are using 9 or 0, you have to mention the cell phone number with that, I mean 0 or 9, and then the cell phone number, right? You have to mention the lab user ID over here. You have to associate that. And now uh, you have to mention you have to click on these things, right? Enable single number reach this phone and my phone, sorry, ring this phone and my business phone at the same time when my business line is dialed. So that means if anyone is dialing your desk phone or the business line, your cell phone, which is there over here in the destination number, it will ring simultaneously, right? And here's the some of the timing parameter, like wait for second or whatever second you can mention over here before ringing the phone when my business line is dialed. For example, I'm on my desk, right, and I have enabled that RDP profile, and if someone is calling to me, so I want that two rings should ring on my desk phone, and after that it will ring my cell phone. So that timing you can arrange or reconfigure from here, right? So if you are away, you can mention say 1 second, that in that case, whenever anyone is calling to your desk phone, it rings once, and then your cell phone also simultaneously ring, right? And then the next, it says that prevent the call going straight to the phone's voicemail by using that time delay of 1.5 second to detect when call go to the voicemail, right? And and the next is stop ringing this phone after 19 seconds to avoid connecting to the phone's voicemail. So if you doesn't want that call should hit to the voicemail before it goes to your cell phone, right? So you can adjust the parameter from here, right? Stop ringing this phone after 19 seconds to avoid connecting to the phone's voicemail. So it will ring 19 seconds to your cell phone, and then it will, I mean, you here you have just mentioned the time, how many times your cell phone will ring, right, before reaching to the voicemail. And then the next is the schedule. So here you can schedule uh, this feature, right? For example, if your shift timing is from 9 to 5, and during that time you doesn't want that my your cell phone ring simultaneously whenever anyone is calling to your desk phone, but after that uh, you want that whenever anyone is calling to your desk phone, you need both the phones ring simultaneously, right? So you can adjust the timing from Monday all the day, or any business days. You can mention the time from this to this, right? If it doesn't want to Sunday, you can just uncheck those, right? So during that time, during this schedule, it will work, right? So for example, here you can see I have mentioned my cell phone number. I have checked the single number reach and the timer. right? So whenever anyone is going to call to my desk phone, my cell phone, as well as my desk phone, both will ring, right? And one more thing, so we have to mention the desk phone number, user desk phone number over here on the line one on this RDP profile, right? And the time zone you can select from here, whether you are in MST, IST hours, so whatever time zone you are in, you can select that from here, right? And then also user has some access on the UCM page, so they can also do some settings, like they can change the number. I mean, whatever there in on this page, they can do the changes from the web page or GUI of UCM user, right? So they can adjust the number. If they need to change the number, they can change that. They can adjust the timing, right? And also the schedule, they can make the changes over there. All right, that's all for this today's sessions. I hope you liked this session, and I would like you to subscribe my channel and like and the comments. If you need any informations or any specific topic you want me to cover, I will try to make the sessions as soon as I can. And I hope these sessions will be helpful for you to your operational work or any queries, user queries, or any task, right? Your day-to-day operations work, right? Thank you so much. Have a nice time. Thank you. Bye bye.